Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to be looking at the two newest LRs in part 2 of the worldwide celebration. So, let us get into the Extreme unit first. Extreme Physical Infinite Terror Metal Cooler. So, with that being said, okay, let's look at his leader skill. We have good bloodline. He gets 200% lead. Very good. And there are quite a few people that you can choose for that. We'll be talking about very shortly here. And he recovers 10% HP at the start of the turn, and if 50% HP or less, he'll recover an additional 10% HP. So you'll be able to get that up pretty quickly, and people are saying that he would work really well with the new Golden Frieza that's coming out. Well, any Golden Frieza, really. And I think that would be pretty neat to have that. However, just so you guys know, the HP recovery doesn't work the same as how you would think it would, because the check on the amount, the check on when the effect is wearing, it has to be at the it's at the beginning. So even if he recovers HP, it won't line up properly. So it has to be till the next rotation, and if you stay at the same amount of HP. So with that being said, let's continue. He gets a pretty standard amount of, actually isn't 150% pretty standard, so only 130%, but he gets an additional 100% defense boost or more remaining HP, the regular defense boost. And he's probably going to be flip-flopping between a little bit here and a little bit there because of his HP regeneration. He gets more ki and also an attack and defense up to 60% with each attack received, but he has no guard, he has no damage reduction, so let's keep that in mind. Recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn in which attack is received, and recovers an additional 5% HP when there is another ally whose name is Metal Cooler attacking the same turn. So you really would like to have another Metal Cooler in the team, and we're going to be talking about who you should be picking for that later in the video. Great chance of nullifying unarmed super attacks directed at the character, and also revives when HP is fully recovered when each character is KO'd. And okay, let's talk about two things here. First of all, his nullification is very niche and not very useful because it's unarmed super attacks, which aren't very many. There aren't very many of them. And the fact that you're able to actually do this for yourself, like loop it around to benefit you in most cases, because a lot of super attacks on your units are going to be doing a lot of attack, like what using their fists and stuff, and then at the end they use a ki blast, which are able to kind of get around Super 17's red zone nullification effect. That's how you're able to get around that. So unarmed super attacks really niche. Not very valuable. In fact, I wish it was just, why couldn't it have just been in any nullification? Give him something at least. So the other thing is that his revive condition, he doesn't have is unconditional, but he has to be the one that takes the final blow, so to speak. He has to be the one that takes the hit, not anyone else. So if anyone else takes the hit, well, even if he's in the rotation and he's like second in line, but the first person gets KO'd, then you don't get the revive. It has to be him. So most times you're going to be putting him in slot 1, or wherever you're able to detect if they have a super attack coming. You want to have them in slot 1 or slot 2 or slot 3, whatever it may be. And then afterwards you basically want to hide him because he doesn't have revive anymore. So your one get out of jail free card is now gone. And just so you guys know, if you are a new player, revive only works once. Even if you have multiple people in your team that have revive, it only works once. As of this video, maybe they'll start changing because they've been making a lot of revive units lately. So he does have an active skill starting from the 5th turn, but most likely you're going to be activating if you receive an attack of 7 times or more in battle, or if you activate, or if the revival skill is activated. You'll be able to greatly raise attack temporarily and also do some good damage. And you'll be able to recover some HP. And he raised the defense on super, he raises attack and defense on mega and ultra super. I don't like the defense lowering. The defense and attack lowering thing is okay for like SBR and the SBR and stuff that works on that, but not on anything else. So you pretty much kind of have to ignore that. His links are pretty good. He has big bad bosses. He has strongest clan in space. He's got legendary power. He's got fierce battle. So those are all pretty good links. His categories are also pretty good. You can fit on pretty much any extreme team. Like, look at all those. Those are quite a few good categories there, guys. Quite a good. And let's look at some of the partners you can go with. Of course, STR LR Cooler. And the one that most likely people are going to bring along, because remember, he needs a metal cooler to get an additional 5% HP per turn. You're going to be most likely using this LR, free LR metal cooler. Will be Easy 8 and Global eventually, probably in November. I would guess in November, maybe at the end of October, but most likely in November, guaranteed. So he's probably gonna do the best bet. He's actually quite good. I don't know how well he's in the red zone, but in everywhere else he's more than fine. He's actually quite good for a free unit, the battlefield unit. So very good on that. And that's it. So let's give him a review here, shall we? I was kind of the problems I don't like it too much is that he doesn't get anything when he revives. Yeah, the revives doesn't have a condition tied to it, but just look at all the other units that have revives. Yeah, they have conditions on them a little bit here and there, but this is a new unit. So he has an unconditional revive, but it doesn't give him any buffs. He doesn't come out, you know, even stronger than when he was gone. So when he revives, he comes back, he's the same. So what's up with that? And his nullification attack is, and it's only a great chance, by the way. Great chance of nullifying unarmed super attack. Very niche, almost probably will never happen. I can't think of any reason why that would ever happen. I can't think of any bosses right now that would even work on. Maybe unless they, you know, custom make a boss that will work with that, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him an 8 out of 10. He has a lot of decent partners. He can be put on some good teams. His leader skill is very good, but it doesn't seem like there was a lot of thought put into his kit. Like, I like the healing and everything, but it's just like, you know, look at Cell Max, you look at hard content, and there's gonna be harder in the future. There's probably gonna be even harder content than that. However, they did say they're scaling back a little bit and they're gonna start making hard content, but not that hard. But eventually there will be. So is this guy gonna be able to hang? Well, he can hang in the red zone, I believe. She should be able to. His maximum defense is around 500, 600k. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10 on him. He's not a must pull. However, let's talk about the banner very quickly. Usually I don't review banners in total, but the banner itself is actually a lot better than the last one with Goku. There's a lot of good units on there. Goku and Gohan, Tech LR Goku and Gohan. You've got LR Janemba, physical Janemba, which that's the reason why I'm gonna be pulling on this banner, is because of Janemba. I want Janemba really bad. So there's that as well, and there's quite a few other ones as well. So yeah, we're gonna go 8 out of 10 on him. Makes me sad because I've been looking forward to him for a little bit now, ever since he was teased. Alright, let's move on to, does this look good? Yeah, this looks good. Let's move on to the AGL Super Goku and Vegeta. So the leader skill, there's a bit of contention. People are, you know, because the Movie Heroes edition, it could have been Super Saiyan instead. That would have been pretty neat. I guess it would have invalidated a bit of, it kind of would almost invalidate the STR Goku and Gohan exchange unit leader skill. But come on, I wanna use Tech Goku and Gohan in something. So okay, well, they have a pretty good leader skill still though as well. Anyways, super attack, pretty standard. Ultra super attack, pretty standard except for the attack. I don't know why. So this is another unit that's at. Maybe we will be able to use these effects on newer bosses, because this is the Cooler had this and now this unit has this. So I'm assuming that eventually we'll be able to use these effects, because otherwise there's no reason for them. So looking at this unit on the wiki, or any kind of wiki, is a little confusing, because the only thing that changes for them is that they lose their armor and clothes, well, shirt for Goku. But he has 40% damage reduction for 3 turns technically, and after that he gets back down to 20. And then if you change the transformation condition, if you do 3 super attacks, which most likely will be happening if you have anything higher than 55%, you most likely will be able to pull that off. And so you'll be able to do the transformation state. I'm not going to mention too much about it. I mean, you get it. This is quite good though. The medium chance of performing a critical hit when performing an ultra super attack. That means you can go all additional. Even though it's a medium chance, if you're ultra supering, you're probably going to be doing it. You're probably going to get a crit in there somewhere. All right, let's change. And now this passive here. This is the only thing that changes. This passive here is no longer available since it only starts for 3 turns. So that is removed, but now they get a flat amount of damage reduction by 30% flat permanently, which is okay, and that might be helpful for some situations. So yeah, there's that. So you get a critical hit once you are able. Let's see it. Is it? Yeah, just only when you meet the morale boost condition, you perform a critical hit when activating the active skill or when you get 24 ki, which you'll most likely you'll be getting because you get 4 ki per. This is actually quite good, but you know it's pretty standard on most units. This is actually quite good. You get an additional 2 ki per ki type sphere obtained. That's actually quite good. The only thing I really don't like so far in them is this effect right here. Well, 2 things. This effect, as of right now, this one's not very useful, but this is really not useful. You'll use this for the damage because it's just free damage, an activatable damage move that you get for free. But the stun is useless. Why do they not have a 1-turn fear effect thing that all the other like the 7-year LRs have and stuff like that? So not very useful for the stun, but everything else is okay. Link skills are everything you would expect. Everything here is perfect. Very good link skills here, guys. Categories is good. Powerful comeback, so you could actually add him on the bird coup if you would like to. Full power is actually pretty unique. And let's swap to this, so we can look at the bottom part here. So yeah, you can add Berku in here. You obviously would add that. You can add Tech Goat Vegeta in here. I would ignore the Gohan, the AGL Gohan. That's just his exchange. So since he apparently, I don't know if they just added that in there, just to add that in there. But I wonder what happened if I click on top 25. Okay. You have some options in here. Some of them are really outdated. If you're a new player, I would not recommend the AGL Goku, this one right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, this one. The one from Android 13 movie, I would definitely not recommend that. You got Super Saiyan Goku though, the Int version. You've also got Tech Goku and Gohan. You've also got Heart Virus Goku. You've got all the fusions and Batara. Oh, you also got one of my favorite units of all time, the physical GT Goku. I have him in almost all of my teams. Seriously, he's that good. He's very helpful. And you can also use the physical Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Very nice. So those are a lot of pairings there, guys. Those are pretty good links. Yeah, this is actually quite good. I think that this unit's just... Wow, that's very fast. Yeah, I think this unit's better and cooler. And since it's a Dokkan Fest, might be better to pull on. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think this unit's really good. There's 2 things that are just a big flaw, but mostly can be ignored. Overall, they're really good. The stun is useless, so you're only using this for free damage, and the attack greatly lower. I mean, if they ever make bosses that are really hard, like in Brave Exvius, if you play Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, they have bosses now that you can actually full status effect, like attack, defense, and stuff like that. That will work on bosses now because they have such high stats. So I wonder if this is going to be the same thing where you're finally going to be able to use these attack and defense lowering capabilities because the bosses are so strong that you might need these kind of things. It's just kind of what I'm thinking, theory crafting, because of both of the units and both new units have these effects. Anyways, this video is already way too long. I'm going to go ahead and give them a 9 out of 10. I would say they're in the top 5 easily. You might not think that they're too special. You might think they're a little boring, but the fact I judge them way more on the links that they have are quite good. The amount of teams that they can fit on is extremely large. That's what makes a unit good, guys. The passes and everything are really good too, but the fact that they can be on almost any team currently in the meta, I say meta in quotation marks, it's a single player game, but you know what I mean. They can be fit on a lot of teams. If you are a person who's played since the last anniversary like myself, and you pulled for a few of the units lately, you'll be able to use them just fine, easily. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for this unit for sure, and I'm gonna go ahead and 8 out of 10 for the cooler. Makes me sad to say that, but gotta be fair. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about these units. Did I give them a good score? Did I was way too harsh on the cooler? Even though I'm a fan of him. Like, I have to be fair again. Anyways, see you in the next video. Peace.